You may have already seen my video where I wrote things as a power of 2. This one's writing things as a power of 3. Sometimes you get those as mixed questions and you have to choose which is which. And if it's an odd number, it obviously can't be the power of 2. These all have numbers which are pretty obviously powers of 3. The first one, we've got 9, which we know is 3 squared, right? The first step I'm going to do here is I'm going to rewrite this as a fractional index. So 9 to the power of 1/3, because 3 on the rational sign there is the same as 9 to the power of a third. Then I'm going to write 9 as a power of 3. That's 3 squared, and that's still to the power of a third. And I know that if I have got the power inside the brackets and outside the brackets, I need to multiply them together. So it's 3 to the power of 2 times a third, which is equal to 3 to the power of 2/3. This question's asking for it as a power of 3. It's not asking for the answer. If it did, I would put it into my calculator and find out. Could probably do that back at that stage up there. The next question, 1 over the 5th root of 81. So first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to rewrite this as a fractional index. That's equal to 1 over 81 to the power of a 5th. And I know that if I have got an index number on the bottom here and a 1 on the top, I can just write it as a negative power instead. 81 to the power of negative 1/5. Don't forget to review that rule if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Next thing is to put this as a power of 3. 81 is 3 to the power of 4. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81, to the power of negative 1/5. Now the next thing to do, I've got things in the brackets, something outside the brackets, multiply them together. It's going to be 3 to the power of negative 4/5. And the last one, not too tricky. I'm going to do the top bit and the bottom bit simultaneously. So let's see, 81 to the power of, or to the cube root is 81 to the power of a third. And 9 I know is 3 squared. Next I'll write 81 as a power of 3, 3 to the power of 5, to the power of a third, over 3 squared. Up the top here I need to multiply 5 by a third, so that's 3 to the power of 5 over 3. And on the bottom I've got 3 to the power of 2. Now some people aren't very good at subtracting fractions, but what I need to do here is I need to write 2 as thirds so that I can subtract it. So you may realise that 2 is equal to 6/3. So if I've got 5/3 here on top and I've got 6/3 on the bottom, I need to subtract it. So I've got 3 to the power of 5/3, take 2, which is equal to 3 to the power of 5/3, take 6/3, so it's 3 to the power of negative 1/3. So I might have belaboured the point a little bit there and put in lots of extra steps. You could probably get to here, and if you know the bell, get to here and you know what 2 is in thirds, you could probably just do that in your head anyway and get a 3 to the power of negative 1/3. But just be careful with that. Hope that helps.